Hello, everyone. Welcome to oh, the end of September of 2023, as well as the last super full moon. Today is September 29th, and around 5 something this morning, we enter into the energy of the harvest full moon. So I am going to give you your full moon oracle cards as well as a couple other cards to help you deal with this energy and understand what this energy is about. We're going to start with the full moon in general, the card that says surrender to the divine. Surrender to that energy that is larger than yourself. Surrender to that energy that guides you and leads you on a path that is beneficial for your life. As always, I have the little book from the Moonology Oracle Deck Guidebook, and let's see what it says about the full moon in general. And okay, it says the very word climax brings all sorts of ideas and images to mind. Agreed? Yes. But it really is the feeling of this card. Life is coming to a head, a point, a conclusion, or a turning point. There may be some kind of change and possibly even some sort of emotional explosion. Tune into your emotions now and see what they are telling you. They are very likely close to the surface, no matter when in the moon cycle you've pulled this card. Matters will soon conclude, and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. The odds are in your favor, as this is a positive card, but you may need to work harder than usual to keep cool as events unfold. A way to attune to the moon is by saying, I am getting the answers I need. Okay? The next card that we have here is, can you guys see this? Let me make sure. This is a full moon in Libra card, which says a win-win outcome is forecast. So Libra is all about balance and making sure that what happens for one party is beneficial to the other party on some level as well. So that's why it's considered a win-win situation. You may not get exactly everything that you want, but you get something that is kind of good overall for everyone involved. So what does the little oracle book says? The full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason and sometimes just for a season. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time, so try not to fight it. This card can also refer to a professional relationship. There is a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's need. A win-win outcome is possible, but you give and take. Doing so might be the answer to your question. How to attune to the moon? Let go of that which is falling away. Additional meanings for the card: see the other person through the eyes of love and it will change your perspective. It's time for you to make a firm decision. Time for you to focus on yourself for a while. Look after yourself, but avoid vanity. And now is a great time for a makeover. Those are very wise words. And I tell you, each time there is a full moon, I look at it as a chance for manifesting, for realizing something that I have wanted to realize, making it go from being in my subconscious to my conscious to where I can actually have it. So I would say in this case, if you're focused on relationships and perhaps you're focused on a relationship that is non-existent, I would use this energy to kind of put some concrete thought into what you want that relationship to look like. It helps to be realistic. It helps not to want a person to change. If you're in a relationship and you need for the person to change, that means that person is not who you need, right? And it doesn't mean that they won't be at some point, but who they are today is not who you need today. And there have often been times when people have come together when they've been in their childhood years and they didn't get along, and when they have reunited when they're like 40 years old, things worked out. So it just depends on the situation. Okay? Now, something else I want to do for you guys is to pull another card for you guys from the Soul's Journey lesson cards. And what I would like to have you focus on is what lessons can you learn at this time in your life? And every time that you actually have someone pull any kind of cards that offer advice, you have to use your discernment. Because although the cards are resonating for someone, they may not resonate for you today, and that's okay. But if they do resonate for you, then take the information by understanding. You got to be use the discernment, not just say, oh, this must be, and see how you can apply it to your life. Okay? And I also tell people, if someone gives you a prophecy, write it down. If it comes to pass, then that was the thing for you. But don't hold on to it as in this absolutely has to happen, because that person could have been prophesying out of turn, or the message could have really been for someone else. So the Soul's Journey lesson card, and it is purpose. This is timely. It says, I know what I am here to do. Do you know that? Do you know your purpose? This is what many people are seeking after. They're like, oh, why am I here? I know why I'm here. I feel it, right? And that's why I have to work towards that. So let's see what our little book says about purpose. It says, you have chosen to reincarnate on earth for one major goal, to express love in all that you do. The obstacles of this physical dimension can distract you from that goal, and it's easy to lose your way. Life on earth is full of obligations that require your conscious attention, but that doesn't mean you can't infuse all of your decisions with caring and compassion. Your purpose in life is not your career, rather, your career is guided by your purpose. What activities speak to your soul? What brings you joy? That is the direction your soul is calling you toward to best convey your own unique expression of love and make a contribution to the world. If you are not happy with your current circumstances, then that is your soul telling you that there is a better way to manifest your own distinct gifts. Listen to your intuition. It is your connection to spirit and the voice of your soul. Such a timely card. I hope you guys think so, because I definitely think so. It's definitely in line with what I have going on in my life at this particular time. Last but not least, y'all know the big cards are coming out. Okay, I'm just going to pull a couple of cards just to see the general energy that is going on right now, at least for the next week or so. energy is very fluid. And when you actually stop and think about things, sometimes you can be in an energy, whatever that energy is, for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. And one day you wake up and you're like, wait, that energy no longer suits me. And you move out of it. Sometimes you can be in an energy for days and move out of it, right? Energy is fluid. So let's pull a card. What do we get? The Seven of Hearts. First and foremost, seven is one of my favorite numbers. Two, hearts, all about love, right? There we go. You guys can see that. All about love. But the thing about the seven is that it's about internal love. The seven is about studying within. The seven is about understanding within, right? So perhaps the energy that you're to focus on over the next week, week and a half is understanding your love language, what it is that you need to feel loved in any type of connection. Getting back to your purpose, understanding what makes you feel as if you're giving your love to the world, to the universe, to the collective consciousness. So this is a very timely card, I think. And you know, when you think about numbers, or at least when I think about numbers, there's an order. So numbers generally start out at 1, and in numerology it goes to 9, and then there's a 0. And the 0 is kind of a completion, meaning you get to do whatever you want to. It's kind of like the yay. And also the 10 is a number, but I'll have to discuss that a little bit of a different time. So as you go through the numbers, you go with 1, meaning things are new, and then 2, partnerships, 3, communication, 4, building, 5, change, 6, family, 7, studying, studying the self, learning, and then you get to 8, which is power, money, and then you get to 9, and 9 is where you kind of have a collective thought about the world and a different view on things. It's no longer about just the self, right? So this 7 is a number where it is all about you, and it's okay. That's the beautiful thing. At this point, it is okay for you to make it be all about you, because that's the energy that is going around. Okay? So I hope this little quick reading was good for you guys, and I will see you next time. Be well.